Very good.
Yes, everybody please make sure you sign in, even if you're an employee.
Do you want us to sign in too? Are you cold?
I am like frozen.
Why?
Because,
Did you heat your car?
yes.
Not spring
Hello.
Just once you get chilled.
I know. It was like I was home all day. It wasn't like I was out.
You said you went for a
getting cold.
The one out of the truck next to me.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I'm not seeing the van.
What's your white name?
John says hi, buddy.
Oh,
Look at you.
How's he doing?
Did I miss his frauds or?
oh, I was.
Probably. It was the end of October for Friday.
I guess I did.
It was, let's see,
Okay, next
the
year.
St. Francis Chorale sang last Sunday. I think so. A week ago
Yours done
Sunday.
that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually pretty
I
quiet.
was laying at the Reeds at Camp Ripley. Like 20 below.
I couldn't tell the voice,
You can't
because you know, it's just so
feel
quick.
it.
And I.
And this is singing
I
outside.
can't
Oh, yeah,
see
yeah.
I don't know. I'm really sure.
Seriously.
Oh, that is so good. Scarfall.
Well, in that case,
What time?
I think 11, and it's like just, they keep the ceremony to like 20 minutes, or less, because it's so,
And what day is that?
Saturday,
I think we're gonna go on that.
oh, it's this coming Saturday.
Oh, really?
This coming Saturday.
Thank you.
See, it'd be well worth it if you got time to take a
I
picture.
don't think I will, but
Or maybe bring it up to one of your other cohorts, just to
someone
get
else
a,
was telling me.
not of him, but of the, Reeds and, you know, on the, it's really good.
No, I don't think I will, at least for this whole term.
That's all right, maybe one of the other cohorts can run down and take a picture. You know, nothing else, just the wreaths. I know it's kind of out of the Staples district, but,
Still, get people involved.
well, I suppose you want to get back here, don't you?
Whoops.
I turned it on first.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, never mind. I thought maybe it didn't work, wasn't working.
Are you guys going away somewhere this winter?
Yes, the end of January sometime. We're gonna be real smart about it this time, and we're going to wait to find a 3-day window of no storms. And then we're gonna head south really fast. So we're not exactly sure when, but probably sometime during the last week of January.
At least part of it.
Yeah,
How long are you gonna take
a
off?
month. So somebody else will be sitting in there.
Always miss you. I understand.
Gotta get away, John would like to be gone for a lot longer, you know. I don't know, I'm not warming up this year, so maybe I'd like to be gone longer too.
Today was,
it's cold out there.
Just like fall and then
I
bam,
think that's what
20
happened.
below, it's just, it's okay. Huh. I was talking to Paula, today. She was saying how amazed she was that you were cold. Nothing else with this guy.
Would y'all please join me in the pledge, please?
Did you get pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to see the outstanding addresses?
Pardon me?
You want to see the outstanding,
No. I see the one. If you want to pass it down this way, that'd be great.
are you down there?
No, but if you need it, that's fine. No, you need it.
No, we just want people to look at, make sure,
Oh.
before it goes on the agenda. I'm looking for a motion to pass consent agenda A through, F. Intern clerk's hours. You want to pull that out? Or you go pass, make a motion. This part right there. Yeah, you got that in there? You guys want that in there with that, or do you want to just go through A through E for right now? Was that for, is that just for hours for the month of December?
For Scott?
No, for the clerk, intern clerk.
Interim.
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 Could be
That's Scott.
Well, that is Scott?
Yes.
Okay, I was wondering which one that was, okay. I was thinking, okay. And that takes care of all his hours then?
Yes, he was only here for 15 hours in November.
Okay, then I'm looking for a motion from A through F.
So moved.
Okay. Is there a second to the motion?
I would second that.
Any discussion? Anything to be brought out? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The budget, 2017 budget and levy requests council approval. Final budget and levy.
I'll make that motion.
We need, is there any public comment? Hearing none, I'll look for a second.
I would second that.
Any more discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Benefit cost. Stacy, you wanna just,
Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a quick summary, a little update on the benefits. Our dental insurance for city employees, the costs remain the same. The health insurance premiums, the plan that we're currently in no longer exists starting January 1st. They have transferred us into a similar plan. The deductible has gone up by $250 for employees. The premiums have also gone up a little bit, but overall, the city's cost has gone down. So I just wanted to give you guys a little heads up on that. The changes to the budget that I provided in the packet, those reductions are shown there to reflect the actual cost. We've also budgeted for a possible additional administrative staff person, including benefits in the event that we hire somebody, because I know we've talked about that in the past, and as well as in the event we would hire a police officer that has benefits. Wanted to make sure that it was budgeted since we've already discussed that.
okay. No, you don't need nothing done on that. Just, okay, so let's go down to C, adopting resolution 2016 -11 and 12 for finalization, and the levy for Cass, is that for Cass and Morrison both?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be looking for a motion for that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second it.
Open for discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Adoption of 2017 final budget. And everything is in our packet that has been changed and stuff?
Correct. It's the same
Same.
things that we had changed the last time, plus the proposed changes that are here. So as long as all of those are okay, we can go ahead and you guys can vote to approve the budget, or if you don't approve it tonight, we would have to call a special meeting to go over it and hash out any further details and approve it at that point.
Okay. I'm looking for a motion so we can discuss it.
I will make that motion.
Okay, is there a second to that motion?
I'll second it.
Okay, open for discussion. Oh, I thought you had something you wanted to say. Okay, any discussion? No? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, planning and zoning, turn that over to you, Pat.
Up to me. First one is an application to rezone property from public use to residential, high density R3. And that is the property located at 297 Ash Street East. And the planning and zoning has recommended that that application be approved. The one thing I would bring to your attention, just as a matter of record here, is on page 15, under the findings of fact, number 8, it says the property is served by city sewer and water. As I understand it, it's served by city sewer, but not city water. I believe they have a well in there that I'm not sure of.
That is correct. We're looking into putting city water in next year.
That was an informational thing, just to make sure we all understand, the findings of facts are accurate. That is recommended by the plan and zoning that be approved. If you look,
Okay, I'll be looking for a motion to approve the rezoning of property residential to high density?
yeah, R3,
R3.
I would make the motion.
Is there a second to that motion?
I would second that.
Okay, open for discussion? Hearing none, all say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
The next item was an application, zoning ordinance amendments, applicant City of Monterey Planning Commission. And that is in here, on page 16. Action, this proposed amendments, as summarized on 16, to change the definition of the principal structure or use to clarify that recreational vehicles used as dwellings shall not be considered principal structure or use. Item 2, an amendment to section 5.1.6.a that specifies that a accessory structure cannot be placed on the lot prior to a principal structure only if the lot is less than 2.5 acres in size. The current language prohibits it on lots of all sizes. The elimination of parking lot from the listing of permitted and conditional uses so that it does not require any special approval via conditional use or permit. The current language requires a conditional use permit for parking lots in all residential districts, R1, 2, and 3, and downtown mixed use district. Item 4, a new section 7.8 fence regulations that specify the requirements for fencing. The council action is required to adopt amendments which are recommended unanimously, 3-0 vote, by the Planning Commission at their September 27th meeting after making several changes to the proposed language.
So we're looking for a motion to accept the application of the rezoning and ordinance amendments.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second to that motion?
I'll second it.
Okay, open for discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
The next item is the Planning and Zoning 2017 proposal and contract. That's from Ben Olson, his proposal for the coming year. If the council wanted to take action on that at this time, that's what he's asking us. If you want, the council wants to take action on that tonight, we'll wait till January.
Do you guys wanna act on it, or you wanna wait until the new year and new council?
I would like to wait. I like Ben, I think he does a good job for our city, not only personally I like him, but as a professional, but I would like to look at the dollar amount for, I just want blank here.
Is it for this year, you'd like to see how much we spent on them? Or what are you thinking?
I just went blank here. Who do we have, who can we go to?
NJP.
Yes, when we were at the meeting, they mentioned something about they have lawyers. It would be nice to look at how much they can offer us and what the dollar amount would be.
Yeah, they provide planning and zoning services as well. The
Yes.
same service, exactly, so that is an option.
So if it's a major change, it'd be worthwhile looking at. Otherwise, I'm very happy with Ben and hometown planning.
Council could ask NJPA to send a proposal for the January meeting.
Yes.
Okay, let's table this one for the January meeting then, if that's all right with you guys. This one will be tabled for January.
Did we want to ask NJPA for a proposal?
I think we
Brought
should.
forward at that meeting?
So we're ready.
A proposal, okay. Anybody else you want to send out one to?
I can't think of anybody.
I don't know who else does it.
I don't know either.
We've tried several times in the past to get multiple proposals so we'd have more than one option.
Yeah,
And there hasn't been anybody. NJPA is the only other one that's come forward.
okay. Okay,
And that is all I had, and unless somebody else has something dealing with planning and zoning.
there'll be no meeting in December, right?
Nope, no meetings. We don't regularly schedule a meeting in December.
And I just wanted to point out for Ben's, for hometown planning, we do have, he provides carryover hours, so hours that we haven't used in contract years, and currently we still have 24 hours of his service left. So that's something that, we can bring up if we get another proposal to take into consideration that we would be losing those hours, I'm assuming. So,
I think he also has a deadline on how long we can hold those hours before we have to use them. I'm not sure off the top of my head what it is.
days.
That sounds about right.
Okay.
So, unless anybody has anything else, it's back to you.
Okay, thank you. Building department?
I can go there. So I have been working with David and Leslie at Inspection Services of Central Minnesota. I think that's the name of it. And something that David brought up that he said he's brought up in the past, but he's not sure if council was ever asked about it. Currently, our fee schedule for permits, David's service costs a percentage of the fee we charge, our posted fee. It's somewhere between 70 or 30 or 10%, depending upon what the service is. And he has been instructed the entire time he's been with the city, which I think is like 7 years that he's been doing building services for the
so.
city. He was instructed that the city was waiving their percentage of the fees. So we haven't been collecting, we as the city haven't been collecting our percentage of the fees for that time. He said he's brought it up every year and that he's been told to just continue that. He did say that other municipalities have done that at certain times, particularly after the housing crash, to just sort of motivate people a little bit more to get the proper permits. They reduce the cost a little bit just to keep people on the up and up. But he said he's never seen a city keep it this long. So wanted to bring that to everybody's attention to see if that's something you want to continue doing, if you want to start charging our percentage. This year, looking back, I think it was close to $1,800 the city could have had. So.
So for every permit, do you know how much time you have into it roughly? Or do they all vary?
It definitely varies. I mean, right now it's quite a bit because I'm trying to sort everything out regarding payment and coordinating with David and Leslie because people come into City Hall for a permit application. Sometimes they send it straight to David. Sometimes they bring it back here and then I have to get it to David, you know, because he's not a full-time employee by any means. The coordination, there is quite a bit there during the whole process.
Does he have a recommended amount?
Well, it's that percentage. It
Okay.
varies depending on what permit or what work is being done on his, and that's the agreement that we have with him.
Is that what you provided in here?
This is an example.
This
People-
was really kind of confusing.
Yeah, the fee
You know,
schedule?
it's yeah.
I agree.
yeah.
He calculates the fees for us,
Okay,
based on the city's fee schedule. He does all the calculations for us. He tells us what is his portion of the fees, and then he tells us what the total fee is. And according to him, we have only been charging his portion of the fee to residents. This example on page 33 shows that for a building permit, his charge is 70% of the fee. Plan review, he retains 100%. For the plumbing and mechanical portion of it, the permit, he retains 90%. And again, that's based on the agreement we have with him. So that 30, 10, 10%, the $183.77 is what the city could have recovered for this example, but we wouldn't have. I don't know if this is based on a real example or made up, but.
Still nice to know.
I guess I have mixed feelings. I mean, we need to be compensated for Lacey's time. However, I don't want residents to not get building permits or to not make improvements based on the fees.
So he's getting paid regardless, or are we just waiving our fee?
David is getting paid regardless. We are charging his portion of the fees
But not-
to the
not-
residents,
not
but
the-
nothing for the city. Also, I don't know the last time our fee schedule was revised. I think it was at least 7 or 8 years ago, so that might be something that you wanna look at. I don't-
think, maybe we should look at the fee schedule and see where that stands. You know, and go from there.
This would be a good time of the year to do it
Yes.
because it's not real active.
Yeah.
You probably should review the fee schedule and then decide what you want to do as far as how much to charge everybody.
Yeah. Do you think you have time to do all this?
I don't know.
Well, he should have a current
Yeah, he should.
one for other cities. Just have them
He
send
might
it.
have some, and we could, you know, I don't know if we wanna look at cities of similar size.
I would think the size.
Yeah,
I know off the top of my head, Randall's almost exactly the same population.
yeah.
I don't know, David might have some other
Ask him if he's got some
cities
stuff
that
to
he
bring
might be
back.
able to provide.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing to bring back to the council, you know,
And
and look at Overgood.
I think Amy's right, the city should recover their
Yeah.
expenses, but determining the expenses and then make sure the city's not getting, too much. I mean, you don't wanna make it a burden on people,
Well, I
but
don't,
recover the expenses.
with the example, it doesn't look like the city's gonna get much, but,
No.
I'm kind of for the leaning that we should be getting reimbursed for it, but.
The example's not showing that you're getting a large percentage.
Okay, and is there anything else from the building? Okay, old business, our annual employee review, you guys wanna set a date for that?
When did we normally do that?
October,
I think it was November,
October,
from what
November.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about this. I actually took, when I went to a class up in Duluth, and that was one thing that was brought up, kinda, and they were saying that, most employees don't want to be here 6 months later what they screwed up on. That if, they're recommending we throw them out, and that's what they're recommending, was just you throw them out and you talk to the employees right when it's happening so they can move on, and it's not like, who wants to hear 6 months later what happened? But, I don't know what the right thing is, but that's kind of where I'm leaning at, is just like, you know, I get it's good, but I don't know how the employees feel, but would they rather we come right at the time and talk to them about it, or?
What's the chance to talk to the employees without one-on-one with them, that we all can sit down and talk to them? Otherwise, it's kind of hard to sit down and talk to them. Because, you know, if you do, you have to have the public, it's gotta be in on it and stuff. So it's kind of nice to be able to talk to them, you know, the one-on-one. I don't know.
But I also know in the 2 years I've been there, there's been issues with it, so.
Yeah, like pros and cons.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm trying to go find it. I would say that I would like to have somebody look into this a little more and just see what some of the other cities are doing maybe. And I don't know, Amy, would you wanna do that, or no? I know you're kinda, or you want me to do it?
Right now I'm extremely busy, but,
Okay. You want me to do
in a
it?
couple weeks I can.
Okay.
I don't know if it's something you want before the next meeting.
Well, I would just think it'd be good to see what some of the other cities are doing. Are they doing this? Are they getting away from them? And then maybe we should make a decision
Yeah,
at
I
that
can do that.
point.
Before the next meeting, if I can bring it to you
Sure,
then? Okay.
that'd be great.
Okay, Township of Motley Insulting Contract. And that's this one right here. And they just want us to salt from,
Edge of the city limits out to the end of, edge of the city limits out to the end of, East River Road.
clear down where that's,
Past the crew curves right to the end to Albrecht.
Albrecht,
I believe is
okay.
property.
okay.
We did this last year, right?
Nope.
Oh, we
This
didn't?
is first year we done it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We just sat down last month and came up with an agreement of what costs we felt were fair to both parties, and they pretty much summed it up.
Does this sound like a fair amount,
Yeah,
cost-wise?
I think so.
I'd make a motion that we accept this then.
And I would second that.
Open for more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Any other unfinished business to be brought forward? Hearing none, let's go to the Morrison County Animal Humane Society. What did I just do with that one?
Actually, can we go back?
Sure, go ahead.
I don't know if
Did I miss one?
What?
Did I miss something?
No. It was something that has been brought to me before and was brought again today. There was an ordinance. I just got it. I'm sorry that you don't have it in your packets, but you guys approved an ordinance back in March, granting Minnesota Energy Resources and the natural gas franchise. From the minutes I found, it was approved. It was published in the paper, and it says that if it was published, it is effective. However, we cannot locate a signed copy, and the Public Utilities Commission has requested one from WC Energy Group. So we need to, I think we can go ahead. WEC, they checked with their legal staff because I didn't want to incur any more expenses if we didn't have to. Their legal staff said we should be able to, if council approves, me signing it as the clerk, it's supposed to have the clerk's signature and the mayor's signature. If council votes and approves, I should be able to sign it as long as we add a date line to it and have the mayor sign it now. Or I think the alternative is having to start it all over.
I remember that going through our attorney, but I think
It
we were in
did.
transition at that time.
I confirmed, I contacted Rinky Noonan today just for a copy of the final agreement that they sent, so I knew I had the most updated copy. But I cannot locate it anywhere, and we were supposed to have given them a signed copy at the time, and they didn't receive one either, so.
So why can't we just backdate it where, I mean, it was approved, you sign it, she signs it, and you guys send it off?
Problem with backdating this is she wasn't here.
Yeah, if we just put the right date onto it.
Okay.
Which you
You-
just,
Okay,
with the right date on it, and I'll sign it, if that's all right.
WEC said they believed it was, so I think if we do that, and I guess if the Public Utilities Commission has a problem with it
Then you
for
start
some
over.
reason, then we'll go from there.
So you just need council approval to do it.
I believe so.
We need a motion on that?
Yes, you will.
Make the motion,
And
yeah.
I'd second that.
Okay. Any more discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay. Humane Society, that's what it is. Now, we got two on the Morrison County Humane Society. I can find it. Do we do this every year? Remember, Bruce?
That's what I thought too. I thought we used Staples.
I thought-
We do use
I thought
Staples.
you did.
So I
I
thought-
remember doing this.
Yeah,
we don't use these guys at all.
okay. I think every year they send us a copy.
I think they want people to, but even if we paid this amount, we still would have to haul them down there.
Yeah,
The Little Falls.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I would say no, that we go, that we deny this.
okay. Okay, so we won't worry about that. Okay, so, Young's Excavating. Is this their final payment we owe them now?
No,
No.
what this, we haven't paid them anything yet.
Oh, this is for East River Road?
East River, Postel, Cimarron,
Postel.
and Little Avenue.
Okay.
What happened is, we had the plans drawn up by the engineer, and they got the contract to do them according to the plans. They went above and beyond and thought, well, we don't like them steep ditches like you got on East River Road, so we added a little more gravel. We didn't have enough material to do it the way we liked it. Because of this, it also ended up more grass seeding area. Instead of 0.2 acres, we ended up about 2 acres, so we pulled the grass seeding out of the project and did it ourselves. Otherwise, at their prices, it would have been like 28,000 extra. So what they're requesting now is, even though we didn't request it and we didn't approve it, they didn't ask us before they did it, we still got it and they got a little better job. So they're wondering if we were willing to pay up the difference, that what it cost, the 3,500 or 3,200, yeah, 3,287, I guess. We're talking to the engineer, we're under no obligation to do it. We did get a little nicer job, but than what we had spec'd out, but we were doing that to save costs. Overall, we're still, based on our estimate, what we assessed at, our estimate was 137.5 total all-in cost.